Hello and welcome to PowerDrift 2022 RC390. That's what we are riding at the Bajaj test track outside Pune today. Lots of changes, lots of excitement, and stay till the end because the prices of KTMs are rising. The chip shortage might be behind Bajaj, but there's a cheap shortage coming to the market. And if you stay till the end, there's a LED DRL set from Denali Electronics you could win from Big Dad Bike. The KTM RC390 is a sports bike legend. The 2022 model is now here. It's a generation change, but if you think about the changes, they can appear slightly subtle. So the engine, gearing, no changes at all, but a 40% larger airbox does give it 1 Nm more of torque. They've also reorganized the weight on the motorcycle, so dry it's 3.5 kilos lighter. Curb weight, it's still...
His t-shirt says just ride, but all he does is just talk. Let's go riding. Let me start off by saying that I am absolutely blown away. Truth be told, I think for the year 2022, this has to be the most amazing motorcycle that I've ridden so far. That's how good the RC390 is when it comes together as a package. Now let's talk about the engine. In a sense, the engine is the same, but now it gets a larger airbox, just like the RC200. And what that has done on paper is increase the torque by 1 Nm. In terms of feel, it's a very familiar feel. But when you're riding it on the track, it just feels like a fast, very sharp, focused motorcycle. The 0 to 60 numbers have obviously gotten faster. Here at the back straight at Chakan, I could manage to do about 165, 168 kilometers per hour, but lighter riders could still see 175, 176 kilometers per hour. So the RC390 in terms of feel and what it's supposed to be, it does absolutely that. Let's talk about ride quality and comfort. One of the things that I really appreciated KTM when the RC200 rolled out was the shift in focus when they wanted to move the RC to being a more versatile motorcycle. Yes, it continues to remain so impressive on track, but just in terms of versatility, it just feels like a comfortable motorcycle to ride now, something that can be ridden in the city as well. Now the clip-ons are adjustable. You can lower it down and make it more track focused if you wanted to. But right now in this position, it feels amazing too. Now the earlier RC390 did not have a seat, I can call it that. But right now it's got a new seat, feels a lot more comfortable to ride. And adding to that bit is the suspension. More sophisticated than before, different than before. And not only are you getting preload adjustability at the rear, but KTM is making things better by giving rebound damping adjustability at the rear as well. Now obviously we are at the racetrack, but this is a motorcycle that a lot of you guys will be riding more in the city. So there is an extensive test that will come out later. Let's talk about handling, and that is where this feels magic. Now the RC390's strength was always being a very sharp focused motorcycle. Now the bigger story in the new RC series was going to be the story of unsprung mass. So lighter wheels, the weight of the disc has also gone down. So going from left to right, transitions here at the Chakan track feel so easy. Now when you check the spec sheet, you will realize that this is only a kilo lighter than the older RC390. But when you start riding it, when you start going around corners, you will realize that it just feels 10 or 12 or even 15 kilos lighter than the outgoing model. That's how easy it is to ride. So everything put together, this is turning out to be very impressive. I want to wrap up the good bits by talking about the electronics package. Now what KTM have done is given the 2022 RC390 an IMU and a ride-by-wire throttle. Now what that has done is set a base for cornering ABS and traction control. And of course, you now have the option of switching off ABS at the rear, which KTM is famous for in the form of the Supermoto mode. And now, since you have a TFT screen, Bluetooth connectivity is also happening. So, is there anything that the RC390 lacks? Yes, it does. There are three things that I want to talk about. Number one is going to be this bi-directional quick shifter. Now, a quick shifter for the RC works amazing when you're at full gas. Did not falter even once. It's when I started to slow down and started to go through shifts is when it starts to feel a little jerky. But full gas, I've got no complaints at all. And this isn't a particular problem with the RC390. We've seen how the quick shifter works in other KTMs as well. Number two, the looks. Now we have all had our fair share of comments on social media about how the new RCs look. But look at it from the rear, smashing. Look at it from the side, absolutely gorgeous. Is when you move to the front, is when you start asking questions. But here's the thing, when I was here at the racetrack on that long straight here at Chakan, behind that giant windscreen, I felt at home. Absolute wind protection, so this is more function than form. But I know you guys will have your own sets of complaints on social media. Let me know what you think. Finally, number three is going to be the price. Rupees 3,13,000 ex showroom, significant bump over the outgoing model. And with every passing generation, things will start to get expensive, and that's a similar case with the RC390 as well. But when you look at things and look at how well this package has come together, and that includes everything, the engine, the ride quality, the way it feels, the way it handles. For me, even with that bump in price, the motorcycle feels absolutely amazing. But now we got to move to the city, because that is where the RC390 will be ridden a lot more by you guys. So stay tuned for that.
I will see you later.
Okay, time for our contest question in collaboration with Big Bad Bikes, where one lucky winner stands a chance to win a set of the Denali Electronics LED DRL that also doubles up as indicators for your motorcycle or your scooter. Now the contest question is, which motorcycle does the RC390 compete against? Drop in your comments, let us know.